Nearly every dawn in Nigeria contributes to carbon footprint, but a two-wheeled solution is zipping through the world at 20 miles an hour. Sales of electric bikes or e-bikes are on the rise. In 2021, more than 880,000 e-bikes were sold in the United States, compared with 608,000 electric cars and trucks. That is up from 450,000 e-bike sales in 2020. Cities, countries, and states are implementing e-bike rebate programs to respond to growing demand, and as commuters look for more sustainable and accessible ways to travel, many are asking if e-bikes are the solution. Nigeria is not sitting at the edge when it comes to switching to the current norms, as people are tired of the cost of premium motor spirit, as continuous long queues are experienced at fuel stations, and the cost is a bit biting when an average Nigerian could not afford it. The process began in Ogun State when Governor Dapo Abiodun launched electronic bikes and tricycles, which can ride up to 75 to 80 kilometers on full charge, thus reducing transportation costs by 40%.
As we launch our electric bikes, electric tricycles, electric vehicles, and CNG tricycles, through this launching of these electric bikes, tricycles, vehicles, and motorcycles, and the battery swap stations at specific points, we are not just introducing a new mode of transportation. We are pioneering a movement towards a cleaner, more efficient, and technologically advanced way of life. We will be releasing about 2,000 e-bikes in the first phase. These commercial motorbikes can ride up to 75 to 80 kilometers on one full charge, and vehicles up to 200 kilometers, thus reducing transportation costs by 40%.
The Minister of Transportation, Alhaji Saidu Alkali, was at this launch as he affirmed that Ogun State has led the country in channeling the new future of transportation.
This giant stride will no doubt enhance the economic potentials of Ogun State as a gateway state with abundant potentialities for national economic development. It is essential to note that this program is launched at no better time than now, in recognition of the need to devise alternative mobility technology.
Immediately, Governor Abiodun launched the electronic motorcycle. The wait was to know the reach, accessibility, and who could bail the cat. This was the concern of so many, but the jinx has been broken. Kunle Taiwo is a real estate agent and he owns one of the bikes. Although not for commercial purpose but for personal use, he says this is the next future of transportation in Nigeria.
I think we must, as a matter of fact, appreciate the fact that the Ogun State government has made this possible. When I saw the news, I quickly jumped into it because I believe it will help my business. And ever since I got it, it has really relieved me. Even from, I didn't spend any money again, just for me to come around here, then swap the battery, then I move for my business. It has helped me a lot.
So, how far have you gone with it?
Yes, so far so good. I bought it for the past, I think, 2 weeks now. It has really helped me, and to God be the glory. I've not spent any money on petrol again. I think that's good enough.
So you have moved from Abeokuta to where?
Yes, I moved from Abeokuta to Kobakpe. Yes, from Abeokuta to Kobakpe. What's it called? Kenta, Obada, Okiata. So, and it has not developed any fault except you change the battery, and that's all.
He is here at one of the energy stations strategically located within Abeokuta, the state capital, where riders can go to swap their batteries.
Yes, once the battery is exhausted, at least you have 2 batteries on each bike. So once you exhaust one, so you must come as soon as possible, especially when you are swapping to the next one, which is the second battery. Because for every battery you have about 100% fully charged. So in the course of that, if you have gotten to about maybe 10 or 5%, the best thing for you to come around here, you swap it, then you are good to go. So the 2 battery will last you nothing less than, let's say, about 4 hours. I think that's good enough for me. So since I'm not doing it, I'm not using it for commercial, though it will be okay for commercial as well. If you are to do it for commercial, it means you'll be swapping the battery for at least twice or thrice a day, which is not bad. Which is not bad.
How much is the cost of this?
Yes, I do. At the moment, there's a wallet they ask us to open. So on that wallet, you need to put a token. So I think for the past 2 weeks, all I have in that wallet is about 4,000 naira. I don't think I've exhausted it.
He has some personal experience using the bike compared to his former means of transportation as a real estate agent.
Yes, honestly, I've been spending a lot on the PMS. So at least on a monthly basis, I spend more than 200,000 to keep my business. I'm into real estate. So I will need to take my client around to inspect some properties. So which means I must spend money for transportation. This is the future of transportation. If anybody is deceiving anybody else outside there, that means the person is not serious. So since I'm not doing it, I'm not using it for commercial, though it will be okay for commercial as well. If you are to do it for commercial, it means you'll be swapping the battery for at least twice or thrice a day, which is not bad.
While trailing the bike to confirm all said by e-bike owners, the crew caught up with one of the aides of the governor, who further buttressed the stand of government and the seriousness placed on this project.
Oh, there's less to say now because you experienced it, and it's more convincing. And that's why I say this often. It's not always enough to distrust the system. It's more important to find out how we can further put the truth or the lie to what the system says. The electric bike, which was introduced by the Prince Dapo Abiodun administration in Ogun State, is not a fluke. People are now making means of livelihood out of it. This is just one of them. You see, as a spokesperson of the government, I ensure that I only say what I can defend. So I go all out to find out these things. I've moved on one of these bikes, not one, not twice. Sometimes I leave my car, I go out, because it is not enough for us as an administration, as a government, to say we have done this. Is it functioning? So I stay by the roadside and wait until I see one of them coming. And then they tell you when you engage them that it is more profitable, it is less stressful. Even the people taking it tell you they feel more comfortable on it, the way it is, molded.
Similar to this initiative is another news of an invention from the Federal Polytechnic Ilaru, where students of the Polytechnic invented electric automated tricycle. This was showcased when the governing council of the institution, led by its chairman, Alhaji Gaba Gashua, and the National Automotive Design and Development Council visited the Innovation Center of the institution to inspect the newly invented electric automated tricycle.
I drove on that tricycle from the Innovation Center down to the main admin complex. The ride was successful. There is no any problem. We are proposing that next time, if they are going to do it, they will do it in such a way that it will accommodate at least 3 people at the back.